What's up, guys? We're back. Sad Boy Garage. Holy shit, my eyes burn. Ow. Because I got some shit in my face earlier from prank war gone horribly wrong, and shaving cream burns your eyes. So yeah, it's been like 5 weeks or something. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of fell out of it. So I started finishing the other S2000 up. I didn't record anything I did. I was just like rushing to finish it because, you know, like when you get like just a little bit of time and you're like, I gotta get it done, so you go ahead and just go for it and you forget to record. That's where I was with this pretty much. So here's where we're at. What you're gonna get is, I dragged my wheels from my original S2000 over to this one. So these are gonna go with, I picked up some other wheels. I just had to get tires mounted, but you guys can see that in the video next up or so. The car got a new bumper kinda. It's a half Voltex bumper, and I also have a spoon bumper over there. So we're gonna throw the spoon bumper on today because it just looks more visually appealing. And I gotta drop the car off today at the shop for them to do the clutch, because if you know anything about doing clutches on S2000s, it is a pain in the ass. We did Andy's before, and I shit you guys not, I'm not going back under there. I'm not trying to deal with another knock sensor at the top, because it is just a shit show to get to all the necessary bolts for this. All in all, I put my hardtop back on. Picked up this hardtop a while back, had it sitting, finally put it on this car. The carbon is really faded. Interior is all the same still, except I did get that the Renegade center console in, so pretty cool. I actually got to take that out right now so they can actually access the bolts to remove the shifter down there, and I know they won't be able to do with that in the way because it literally sits under it, so I got to fix that or cut it. But yeah, let me bolt down this hardtop real quick, swap out the bumper, and we'll head out and drop this car off at Respect. Bam, boys and girls, there it is. Spoon bumper. All you need is some zip ties and like 3 clips. That's about it. If you want to just get a rig it so you can drive it down to the shop without getting pulled over, that's all you need. So, not bad all in all. Alright guys, so all in all, I removed the center console and I bolted down the rears. This is how it looks, but I had to modify it versus how I got it from Renegade. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's great, but I think the Renegade console is Pro AP AP2, I believe, or something. Because the button, I used this button off an AP1 because that's what I had left over because I sold my other one to Choach. So this is out of an AP1, right? The hazard button. The bolts didn't line up for anything, and I had to makeshift the hardware. So I used basically a wing nut and those Allen keys. Sorry guys, I had to think. Those Allen keys for this other end. And all in all, it worked fine, but I had to pre-drill basically the other 2 holes. This is the only hole you get right there, right next to that bottom one. It doesn't work for anything, so I used 2. Wing nutted it up. I did trim the corners off of those just so, I don't know if you guys can see, just so it did work. But yeah, that's how I had to make this work. So I'm about to go drop this off at the shop right now, and I guess we'll pick up from the next video when I get the car back from the shop with the new clutch. I'm going with the Exetti OEM replacement, same as I have in this car, except this car had the OEM flywheel. This one I'm using an ACT Street flywheel, so we're gonna check that out. Basically, we're gonna go take it to the shop, have them replace it, come back. We'll trim out the piece down there for it to fit. That way it's... Alright, what's up guys and girls? We're back. Sad Boy Garage. Bam. And look what's back. Sorry, I know it didn't seem like much since the last video because I'm just gonna combine them into one, but we got the clutch done. It's all good. Everything's Gucci. So what we're gonna do today is, so I saw a dude who also has the Renegade center console, and he made a cool tutorial where you can retain that pad right there on the shoulder, so it gives it like more of an OEM style look. And we're gonna try to run that today for the Renegade center console, so let's find out. First thing we're gonna do is pop out that little bolt I had holding everything down right here, because you know, that's gotta go. And yeah, let's get to it, see what happens. Guys, so I jammed it back in here. I removed the center, or the radio console thing right there, just so I can get some more space. So this is what it looks like. We're gonna cut up in here so we can get to the retaining clip right there, so we can actually screw everything down. So what I'm thinking is, now that I have everything set, I'm probably gonna get like a Sharpie and just cut an outline and then try to hit it with what's it called? Shoot, I'm fucking drawing a blank. An angle grinder or like a Dremel, something like that, and just cut it. Because the plan is, I'm gonna swoop this bad boy, and we're just gonna clip it on here. Bam, retains that OEM style look, kinda, so you know people don't bitch too much. And yeah, I think that should do it. But yeah, let me go get a Sharpie, draw this out for myself, and then I'll get to the cutting. As you guys can see, I already made the little template out here. I made it pretty big because I don't really care for the corners too much, because you know, even if I lose all this, it doesn't hurt anything because all that's going to be sitting under the pad up till here, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to cut this out so I have just the corner slide out. This will probably cut, and then just these two, and then that should be just enough for that pad to work. Alright guys, so this is just going to be really sketch. I would not advise this. Let me push the camera back a little bit. This is super sketch, so have some supervision. Or don't use an angle grinder like my dumbass, but I'm too lazy and I can't find where my Dremel is, so we're going to do it this way. Super getaway. Yeah, let's see if this works out. I do have wood under it just in case I do go through. Trust me when I say the guy at Renegade's gonna be pissed when he sees this, but sorry bro, I had to do it. Nice way to cut up 200 something bucks worth of center console. Alright. Not really as clean as we want it, but you know what? It'll do. That's where we're at right now with this. I'm probably going to cut some more right here, just straighten this line out, straighten this one out a little bit, but not bad. Alright guys, we're back. So let's check it out. There it is in all its glory. Yeah, so the big thing here now is you can push this down. Sorry, it takes some muscle. Can't do that with the camera in my hand, sadly, but shoot. Basically what I'm trying to explain is you guys can just push this thing down now. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like I said, it was hard. But you can push it down and you can actually bolt it in. So this will actually, you know, stay. It won't move and float around like most people who 3M it or whatnot, trying to retain the whole interior. So this lines up perfectly now. But now we're gonna cut out the little holes for the pad. So let me drill those. I'm gonna drill those just because I want to make sure I get those precise. And there's no real precision with an angle grinder, and I can't find the Dremel. But yeah, I'll be right back and let's see. Alright guys, so this is what it's gonna look like now. I pretty much cut those out with the drill insert, and then this, I did cut that corner off right there just because it was starting to hit the driver's side, so it's pretty much flat on this end and it's tucked on this end. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is pretty much how you make the Renegade console fit like OEM. You get the padding and everything, so everything still clicks down in here. That one needs a little bit of work, but you get the idea. I got it all the way to flush down. Looks almost normal, kind of, so you can hear. Renegade center console. You do need to align these, so once I align it, I am going to just 3M it down from that, because like I said, the thing originally wants you to have a bare center console for how they design it for their track cars, but if you want it in a street car, you gotta make it fit. But all in all, oh shoot, it's pretty cool. So yeah, this is kind of how you gotta retrofit the Renegade center console to fit in here. You can go ahead and just cut it straight across if you want. That would work. All in all, I might go back and do that after because I feel like that'd be a lot better. But for now, this isn't bad. I'll probably just trim a little bit right up here in the front to make it sit flush. But all in all, everything on the back end is fine. It's cool. You got a little armrest, so that's the main thing, is you just want an armrest for your arm because, you know, it gets tiring driving this shit and then this being all slippery. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.